Sandy Chi with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. One of Taipei's largest tracts of agricultural land has come under threat. As Taiwan's capital continues to expand, local farmers and residents are pushing back to protect a valuable plot of urban greenery. Wesley Lewis has more.
Known as the lungs of Taipei, this tract of land called the Guandu Plains is one of the few remaining agricultural areas in Taiwan's expanding capital. Its 5 square kilometers in the city's north still hosts a farming community. But with land at a premium, officials and developers have been looking to build up this area, a move that farmers here say would be disastrous for the city.
当然是反对啊，它有湿地，有很多绿，都要靠这里来净化。对，就是台北市的肺，很重要啊。你把肺那个破坏掉了，你看台北市会怎样？
In recent years, the neighborhoods around the Guandu Plains have rapidly developed, becoming more accessible with its connection to the city's metro system. But the nearest station is still 3 kilometers away from the plains. And while there have been proposals to construct new government buildings and to even move the presidential office here, locals have petitioned against it, and they have the support of agricultural officials.
在整个关渡平原区来讲，它绝对不只有农业而已。在整个都市计划的一个发展来讲，它是包括防灾的功能啊，比如说滞洪的一个地方，调节气候、风廊的功能，这是一个多目标的一个平原区。
Agricultural officials say the vast greenery here counteracts the urban heat island effect and provides Taipei with natural carbon storage. The green space has now also fostered an educational environment, with local farms and educators introducing youth programs, offering children an opportunity to roll up their sleeves and learn about sustainable farming practices.
如果他的童年回忆里面有真正关于这个土地的记忆，那我觉得你可以去想象，这个下一代他会成为一个可能会更尊敬土地的商人、企业家，或更在意永续的一个人。
By teaching children, the farmers and educators here hope to sprout a new generation of environmentally conscious youth, as they remain set on protecting the city's lungs from encroaching urban sprawl, upholding not just their unique way of life, but also the well-being of all who call Taipei home. Ethan Chen and Wesley Lewis for TaiwanPlus.
Papua New Guinea will join Australia's National Rugby League in the 2028 competition after months of negotiations. As Rosie Renninger explains, this new deal is about more than sport, with the two countries also signing a strategic partnership.
Rugby has long been popular in Papua New Guinea, but the nation's favourite sport didn't have a professional team until now. The Prime Minister of neighbouring Australia, Anthony Albanese, has announced that Papua New Guinea will be joining Australia's National Rugby League, known as the NRL.
We are united, of course, by a love of rugby league. And that's why I'm delighted to announce the Australian Government is supporting a PNG team to join the National Rugby League competition from 2028.
The 10-year deal will cost the Australian government over $380 million.
The pathways is the majority of the expenditure. We want to set up the schools with rugby league. We want to take retired players into the schools. We want to set up weekend competitions. It's a massive project.
And it will provide a major boost for Papua New Guinea's economy, with home games set to be played in the capital, Port Moresby, where residents are already enthusiastic about the prospect.
The impact it will bring to the country is enormous in terms of tourist dollars, Kina-wise, and the excitement that is going to filter out around the country will be really exciting.
But this deal is not just about sport. Parallel to the NRL deal, Australia and Papua New Guinea signed another strategic security agreement, further to one signed last year, reaffirming its partnership with Canberra in all matters including policing, military, climate change, economic and cybersecurity. This boosting Australia's influence in the region.
We're working behind, and I want to appreciate Australia government for the bilateral security agreement we signed. It was signed 1 year earlier than these announcements. It is all working hand in hand, neatly, to make sure Port Moresby safe.
Security analysts say the NRL deal is interlinked with the Security Pact. And there are media reports that if Papua New Guinea does anything that endangers the strategic agreement, including signing separate security deals with China, the plug will be pulled on the NRL deal.
This is something that Australia definitely has a comparative advantage over. Particularly, I guess, with rugby league, it's not like China can offer an alternative rugby league competition for a PNG team to play in. So it's something that can cut across a lot of different boundaries or obstacles that you would have to face when dealing generally in diplomacy and engaging.
Although the Papua New Guinea team won't be on the field until 2028, these deals have already begun to secure Australia's strategic position in the region. But as residents celebrate the news of their inclusion in the professional league, the agreement hinges on Papua New Guinea playing to Australia's security rules. Scott Huang and Rosie Greninger for TaiwanPlus.
In the back streets of Seoul, long-time drinking establishments are struggling with a slowing economy and drinking culture on the decline. Our reporter Sonia Schlesinger explores what this means for South Korea's small business owners and university students.
Shot glasses clinking and raucous toasts. These are the sounds Jun Jung-suk remembers as she fries mung bean pancakes at her pub on Seoul's famous Nokdu Street. There was a time when Nokdu was so crowded you could barely walk.
거리가 그냥 머리밖에 없어. 까매. 길이 안 보여요. 머리만 까맣게 보일 정도로 사람이 많았어요.
Jun's bar, too, was once full every night. A hot spot for university students and co-workers out for a drink after work.
당연하죠. 옛날에는 무조건 선배가 내는 거예요. 그러니까 그 대물림 문화라는 게 그거였어요. 선배가 후배들을 사주는 게. 대학교 신입생들은 절대 돈을 들고 다니면 안 돼요. 돈을 쓸 수가 없어.
But as South Korea's economy slows and people grow hesitant to spend money on nights out, all of that has changed.
원래 내놓기는 재작년에 내놨는데 보러 오는 사람이 없어요. 한 사람도 보러 온 사람이 없었어요. 근데 보다시피 거리에 사람이 없는데 여기 누가 장사를 하러 오겠냐고요.
It's not just the economy that's different. After-work drinking sessions, known as hueshik, have fallen sharply in South Korea. A 2007 Seoul High Court ruling made it illegal for workers to force subordinates to drink alcohol. And since then, more and more workers, especially women, have stopped taking part in hueshik. Younger generations are also embracing a culture without drinking.
맛집을 찾아다니거나 예쁜 카페 그리고 유명한 맛집들을 찾아가면서 그 술을 대체해서 맛있는 음식을 먹으면서 얘기를 나누는 그런 시간들이 많아졌던 것 같아요.
Some university students are actively encouraging their peers not to drink. At one Seoul university, even starting a club called the Alcohol Reduction Association.
술자리가 많이 줄어들었고 개인을 배려하는 술자리 문화로 발전해 나간 것은 사실이지만 여전히 술자리가 존재하고 그로 인해서 소외되는 개인이 존재하기 때문에 그 부분이 개선이 되어야 될 것 같고 이 부분이 저희가 절주 서포터즈 활동을 계속 이어나가는 이유입니다.
Meanwhile, for locals who do continue to patronize Nokdu Street, the experience is as much about reminiscing about the past as it is about living in the present. Howard Chang and Sonia Schlesinger for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Before we go, check out the zoo in Belgium, celebrating Christmas with a light show and treats for the animals. I'm Sani Chi, take care and see you next time.
For more stories from here in Honolulu, Hawaii, and around the world, make sure to visit us on social media.